Alright, what is up guys? Burns here. Here is my 1 year product update video. As you can see, I got my pressure washers direct, pressure washer pro, pressure parts pro, or whatever the hell it is, pressure washer. It's a 5.5 horsepower. Ooh. Don't let the stand fool you. The stand is a power horse or whatever Northern Tool cart, because the one that this came with, the cart that this pressure washer originally came with, was a piece of shit, an aluminum one, and I hated it, so I swapped it over. But there you go. It's a GX200 Honda engine. Pressure washer tech line. I guess that's for issues, which I've had none, really. It's holding up pretty good. I've serviced it. You know, it gets its routine oil change and make sure the tires are puffed up like they're supposed to be. Make sure the pump has oil in it. Non-detergent pressure washer pump oil. I have a shutoff valve and a splitter here on my garden hose, so when I'm not using it, I can shut the mains water off. I have a 50-foot 3/8 4,000 PSI pressure washer hose with the quick release and a 22mm threaded adapter. I could probably get this quick release to thread onto here or into here. I had this from my last pressure washer and it just bolted right up, so I wasn't worried about it too much. I've used the soap injector built in, this doodad here. Oop, yeah, this thing here, I've used it. Injected soap, car wash soap, super clean, which is what I have in that pump sprayer right there. I always use just regular 87 gasoline. I treat it with Sta-Bil before I put it in. I'm not using the wand that it came with. I'm using a Giant. This I got from a local pressure washer repairman. He supplies these. These are like the industrial lances and wands. I don't mess around with that consumer crap. I got a quick release here for the attachment. This is a 22mm here. I also purchased a swivel, so it makes tangles a thing of the past, and I got a quick release here as well. There is a little bit of a trick to it, getting it started on the first pull. I've had trouble when the unloader valve is loaded up, or it's loading up, and it doesn't allow the pump to free spool, so it, you know, as you're pulling the cord, the pump's loading up. So what I do is I turn that valve off that I put on here, this valve here that I showed you. I shut the water off, start the pump up at idle, turn it on, pull the cord, it's idling, and then at the ready, I turn the water supply on, and then I rev it up to half throttle for 10 seconds, and then I give it a full throttle run. And then I do my job and throttle down, shut the water off, shut the motor off. All in quick fail swoops. I don't just sit there and let it idle and run. Now, if I'm running the pressure washer and I have to put the wand down for more than 30 seconds, I'll throttle it down to just under half throttle. So I'll give it like a dunk and then bring it back up, just so that way it's not running hard and I don't have to go through the shutdown startup process again, even though you probably should, but I don't. It's been running good, so let's see, we'll check the oil here. See, it's time for a change, because I use the hell out of this thing. This thing gets used quite a bit, but it's a commercial grade pump, apparently. Use it to wash my Z-Turn, my golf carts. I have many golf carts. Use it to wash my truck, family cars, all that stuff. It's a pretty good overall unit. I like it. I think it runs pretty good. I don't know if you guys want to see me using this, running this thing, see an in-action video, let me know in the comments. I'll do a in-action video with it. It's been approximately a year. I still have the original hose, I still have the original lance and trigger. I don't ever intend on using them, so they'll just sit on the shelf. I'll always buy better stuff. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say about it. I don't use the injector, soap injector, that often. I usually prefer to use a pump sprayer with my soap in it. Gives me a little bit more control over it, so just my thoughts. I feel like this is way blown out. Oh yeah, it was way blown out. There we go. Yep. Trees are starting to come back to bloom. We're good. Nice sky today, whatever. Ooh, that's why. There you go. There's a... So yeah, that's my 1 year update. It's been a year and like a week or something since I got this. If you look at my other video, which I will have linked down in the video description, that is pretty much that day that I got it, unboxed it, put it together, and used it for the first time. And since that first time, it's been running exactly the same way. So, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, share the video, all that fun stuff.